What up, YouTubers? This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 coming to you with another video game review, and this time I'm reviewing Blaster Master for the NES, and it was made by Sunsoft. And the plot of the game is that Jason is was chasing after his pet frog named Fred, and because he jumped out of his fish bowl and got near this radioactive box, and when Fred touched it, it grew big, jumped down this hole, and Jason went after it. And in the process of looking for Fred, Jason pretty much found a tank called Sophia the Third, and this particular tank is designed to battle different types of radioactive mutants living under the earth. And Jason is on this mission to find Fred and destroy the leader of the mutants called the Plutonium boss, and the mutants themselves. And Blaster Master pretty much has 8 stages to it, with 2 game modes, where the first one you're riding around and Sophia blasting these mutants, and the second one is you controlling Jason himself in a 2D platformer or a top-down view. Now, controlling the tank itself, you're pretty much doing a 2D, you're playing in 2D platforming, and pretty much you can go in and out of the tank just by pressing select. Now this game is pretty much non-linear, so you're going to backtrack at different points in the game, much like the Metroid franchise. You know what I'm saying? To get like different items, different weapons, and stuff like that. And not only that, you do fight different enemies. You fight different creatures like these clay looking creatures, and these Metroid looking jellyfish and stuff. And of course you do fight different bosses through the course of the game, like this brain looking boss called Mother Brain of all things. And you also end up fighting Fred too. You know what I'm saying? And plus when you fight the bosses, you have to pretty much get out the tank, go to where their lair is and fight them. And once you arrive at these at the boss's lair, you can pretty much, of course, gonna fight them and defeat them. And once you beat them, you pretty much get a specific like weapon or item, and just pretty much go back to the tank and proceed to the next area. And plus, there's some weapon upgrades for Jason's gun, and some upgrades for the tank. Now, overall, there's like pretty much 8 different upgrades for Jason's gun and 6 for the tank. And of course, they're needed to wipe out certain enemies in the game, because it seems like some of the regular weapons may not work on the enemies later on in the game. Plus, there's 3 special weapons in the game, and they're pretty much the strongest weapons in the game. You know what I'm saying? And plus, another thing about the bosses is that there's I don't know if it's a glitch or what, but it's pretty much a grenade trick. And anybody who ever played this game know what I'm talking about. Once you approach the boss's lair, which will be the 2nd, 4th, 6th, and 7th boss, Like once you approach them, you throw a grenade quickly. Once the grenade lands on them, they begin to flash. You pretty much pause the you pretty much pause the game at that point and wait 25 seconds. And once you unpause it, they will explode. The first time I saw this was in an issue of Nintendo Power. That's how I remember it. And I guess this was an unintentional glitch that the programmers overlooked. I'm not 100% sure on that. Anyway, the graphics and level designs in Blaster Master are very good, and it has pretty nice color palettes too. The gameplay is great. I definitely like the weapons upgrades that you get for Jason's gun and for the tank too. You know what I'm saying? And and to me, it's quite possible that the soundtrack is the best part of Blaster Master, and that's really saying something. Seeing that everything else that I just mentioned is great too. I would say the only two gripes that I have is that you get one life. Of course, if you get that one life, you get a game over. And then the other gripe is that there's no map in Blaster Master. It's kind of like easy to get lost in the non-linear game, like Blaster Master in the first Metroid, if you, because of the fact that the map don't exist. But from an overall perspective, these two gripes that I do have don't necessarily ruin the game for me. And from an overall perspective, Blaster Master is pretty much one of the best NES games on the console and everything. And I would honestly recommend it to any gamer, especially hardcore gamers, retro gamers, and those who do let's plays and live streams on YouTube and Twitch and stuff like that. This game will give you a outright challenge. It's not like insanely difficult or anything like that, but it is definitely challenging though. As far as the score is concerned, I would definitely give Blaster Master a 9 out of 10. With that being said, if you like Blaster Master and it happens to be one of your favorite games of all time, you can mention it in the comment section of this video. If you like my review of Blaster Master, don't hesitate to click the thumbs up button and don't hesitate to share it. And don't forget to subscribe. This is your boy Big Metroid Fan 12 signing off.